Welcome to Chessmas TV, episode 58. Today is August still. August 28th. We're almost finished with August. Good work, guys. 2014, and today we're doing some computer analysis, which means it's my day. We've spent enough time playing crazy chess for you, and I never get my own day. So this is Chessmas Day, where I do whatever I want, which is improve at chess. My rating has been going this way, which is down, because of you. I've been trying to play chess, but I've also been trying to talk at the same time. No more of that. No more spoiling the viewership. Now I'm going to take a day to myself to get my chess level up to the next level. So I'm going to use computer analysis on some slower games and actually try to improve. Now, if you improve at the same time because you're watching me, that's okay with me, but you're just collateral damage here. I'm the one that's supposed to be improving. So I can't wait to get started. Let's go. Oh, by the way, guys, did you notice a difference here? Notice any difference in the room? Well, the room looks pretty normal, except the Chessmas TV shirt is missing in action, completely missing. I could not find it today, and so I thought, go on there with the backup shirt. This shirt is actually a man playing unicycle hockey. This shape right here is the tire of the unicycle, which is pretty awesome. Designed by the same designer. He makes these cool designs, so I thought I'd go on air with that instead. It's just about as good as the Chessmas TV shirt, maybe even cooler. But let's go play chess, because that's what we came to do. Oh, look at that. Trout's challenging me. Goodbye, Trout. He wants to play 1 minute King of the Hill. If you want to see that, you got to watch last episode. That was so epic, playing 1 minute King of the Hill with Trout. What I actually did, variant standard, minutes per side 3, increment seconds 3, rated, rating range. You must be at least 1750. Which is pretty high because I want to improve. I want to play them tough guys. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, King of the Hill, 1 minute. That was pretty fun. Last episode was pretty fun. But after last episode, a couple hours after we went off air, then I went on and was like, where's Trout? And I played him some more games, and we had quite a match. So we had a good time sacrificing pieces to get King in the center. That was a lot of fun. No, the sound is lagging. Oh, I know why. Hold on, guys. I can fix the sound. Hold on. I just have to push these buttons. See, remember last, ta-da! Totally fixed. When I was like, oh no, sound is lagging, so I set this setting. Well, apparently it saves the setting even after you close the streaming software. So I boot it back up and everything's good except the setting is still there. So now the sound is back in sync. Sorry, everybody. I just want to say to everyone who's watching, I'm sorry about the sound being out of sync. It'll never happen again. Okay, now we can play chess. Oh, how about the French defense? Okay, so this is Chesswiz playing really, really good chess. I'm playing against Smokecraft, whose rating is extremely large. I don't know how it even fits in the room. Let's trade pawns to just keep it simple. You know what I mean? Hello and good luck. I like doing this so I don't get my pawns doubled when I play knight f6. You will improve me. And then let's tell him that he's on Twitch, just so that he knows how bad it is when he loses. That all of you watched him lose. Oh, you traded knights with me? What a mistake, Smokecraft. That was terrible. Terrible. Okay, so my position is worse here. I have less space. I have less pieces, fewer pieces developed, not less pieces developed. Fewer pieces developed. That's one of my smaller pet peeves. It's not as bad as spelling lose with 2 O's, but it's still one of my peeves. So I have fewer pieces developed and less space. However, I know what to do. C5 is what to do. With C5, I'll totally destroy him. After I castle, and then play H6. Oh, scary, scary. You know what's going to happen? I play B6. He takes my knight. I recapture. He plays queen E4 right here. He plays queen right here, which hits my rook, and it threatens checkmate at the same time because he took my knight already. Oh! That calls for a nose scratch. Very dangerous. So instead of all falling into that trap, I'll play C5. Okay, Smokecraft, what you got? What you got? Bring it. I'm ready. The reason I know about all those things is from my episode with, who was that? It was so fantastic. Matrix. He came on as a guest. Matrix. I guess he likes to go by Matrix. He came on as a guest episode, what, 19, 16? One of them early ones, and he taught me all about what I was doing wrong in this opening. We played this opening, and I almost fell in that trap multiple times. In fact, we actually had to take back a move because I fell in that trap. So now I know not to. Like right now, for example, b6, the same thing happens. So let's just put the question to the bishop. See if he wants to take me. Come on. Nope. Oh, he's just going to destroy. Oh, this is so scary. He castled queenside. So scary. I guess b5. I guess I need to play a6, b5. But that's going to be a lot slower. Maybe this will help me. Whoops. I pushed a button with my elbow, like this. Oh, my elbow hit the keyboard. Yeah, I'm a pro. See, only people who can operate keyboards with their elbows get to have their own online chess channels. It's not just anyone. Okay, he's pulled back, save his bishop, attack my queen. Good, no problem. I didn't just go here, which gives me an extra piece. I mean pawn. Extra pawn for Chess Whiz. I count 7 pawns for black, and I count 6 pawns for white. Yeah. Okay, now I'm in trouble. Because he's coming in for a checkmate. But we'll see how it goes. It's not over yet. I think he's planning g4. I could pull my knight back, but if he doesn't trade... Thank you, Trout. Trout in chat is trying to tell me. Trout in chat is trying to offer me 1-minute games. Thank you for the offer, Trout. I really appreciate the offer. That would be a lot of fun another time. Because this is Chess Whiz's episode right now. The episode is called Computer Analysis, and I'm going to use computer analysis on this chess game after the chess game. I'm trying to improve at chess here, and 1-minute games don't help me very much. So am I crazy under attack? Yes. Do I counterattack, or do I try to trade all the pieces? I think trade all the pieces. Because it's going to take me too long to play a5, a4, a3, and then he plays b3, and my attack is stopped again. I don't think I have any way to attack him really fast, so I think I just need to hunker down, take advantage of the fact that he gave me an extra pawn, and maybe survive the attack. Maybe survive the attack. He says nd5 was pretty good, I think, but knight doesn't start with N, it starts with K. Nice try, Smokecraft. N doesn't start with knight. I meant knight doesn't start with N. Did I say N doesn't start with knight? That's kind of weird. Take your thing. Push. Capture. Oh. Got a kibitz from chat recommending bishop a3. We're out of time. Ladies and gents. We're out of time and we're dead meat. Oh, he gave me time. Wow, Smokecraft is so generous. So generous. Thanks for the time. I am thrilled by that extra time. Because you know what that means? That means I get to be checkmated the normal way. I don't have to die of time. It's very encouraging. Let's trade. Okay. Question in chat says the upcoming Fun Day Let me start over. The upcoming Fun Day Monday episode on Tuesday is inventing zany new openings. And that's spelled A-Y-E. Yes, that's exactly right. It's invent your own opening on Fundy Monday. So play an opening that you've never heard of, and you get to name it after yourself, and I will share it on air. Won't that be fun? Can I do this? Oh, yeah, why not? Why not, right? Then you can't push g6 because you don't got no g-pawn. Oh, I can't. Okay, let's ask the computer for help. Replay and analyze. Problem in this website is you can't take back after you're checkmated. Obviously, I want to offer a take back. I want to be like, well, g takes h is not very smart. Let's undo that move, but the game's over. Too bad. Actually, it's not really a problem with the website. Probably common for a lot of websites, but it's true here, and it was slightly annoying. So thank you, Smokecraft, for just checkmating me in one. Let's look at this position. Okay, I was also considering e5 right here. If I do that, why is that blue? I want it to be red. Red, please. If I push e5, then my queen comes over to defend this way. Is that going to be any good? Well, he takes... My queen doesn't have any safe spot. Pawn's hitting here, and whoop, let's mark this with a yellow circle. That's not a circle. That's not a circle. There's a circle. The bishop's hitting there with the yellow circle. Thanks for the game, says Smokecraft. Let me share that right there. Here's Pandora that shares the beautiful music with you, and here is Smokecraft giving me a purple heart. Yes, I've always wanted to earn the purple heart. Too bad it was the Twitch purple heart. That one's not as good. Okay, computer says it's the French defense, Rubinstein variation, Blackburn defense. I knew that. Let me hide the pieces so you know too. Okay, there we go. Inaccuracy. Okay, so he just wants to crush me, which is why he castles queenside. But the computer doesn't recommend castling queenside. And the computer says that this game's about balance. Black might be ahead by 1/10 of a pawn. Almorn is asking if he could tune into a stream where I don't get checkmated. He likes those streams better. Sorry, Almorn, we're out of those streams. They'll be back in stock next week. So h6 is an inaccuracy. I should have just taken that pawn. I think h6 might be a mistake, even if I shouldn't take that pawn, because it weakens my king side. Now it's showing advantage white 0.8 pawns, which is almost a whole pawn, which is a lot. So I think maybe I just weaken my king side. I thought he would just move back, and that would reduce pressure here, but actually I just became weaker. Let's take a look. h4 is not considered a mistake, even though he's threatening to sacrifice a piece. C takes d4 in accuracy. I needed to play bishop d7. Interesting. So I need to get my pieces out, right? It actually recommends this move instead of taking that pawn. Huh. Interesting. Knight up, bishop over. Oh, this is a different line. Let's go back to the main game. Okay, so h4, c takes d4, bd2, question mark. He should have taken my knight. If he took my knight, then what would happen? Takes knight, I take back, g4. The attack just comes so fast. I close it up in this line, although it doesn't have to go like this. And, oh, look how scary that is. Oh, pretty scary. Good thing all of that didn't happen. Queen b6 recommends queen c5. Well, if I stay on this 4th rank right along here, then it's nice because I can come over and defend more easily. So it recommends this move right here so that I can stay in this circled area. Yes, I'm good with the circles. And then I can keep defending that rank. I meant rank. Oh, and look, it would have done nothing. Mistake with bishop d7. Should have played knight d7, offering a trade. Well, I did, computer. Computer's telling me I made a lot of mistakes. That's the one thing I'm noticing about this game. He should have just played g5, attacking quicker. And now he finally plays g5, but now it wants me to take knight. This computer just can't make up its mind. Now I blunder. When the time's running out and he gives me extra time, I should have taken knight. Interesting. So the computer's like, well, the perfect line right here is you take the knight, and then he doesn't recapture even though he can. He takes your pawn, and then you save your knight. Like, that's going to happen. There's like a 1 in 25 chance of that happening. And then you skewer him while losing a rook. I'm sure this would happen exactly as you're showing. 3 minor pieces to 2. He's up the exchange. Pawns are even. Still a little bit of problems for my king, don't you think? I love this. I love this. Just going down this rabbit trail with the computer because obviously it's not going to happen. Blunder. Bishop back. Queen h4. G takes h4. Oh, I only get 1 question mark on this move. Okay, so I allowed a checkmate in 1 move. And it says single question mark. Like maybe that was a mistake, but it's not the worst move I've ever seen. I've seen people get checkmated in less than 1 move. Let me help you out. So let's scroll down here and take a look at how bad we are. There's code behind there. Whoa, cover up the code. There we go. So Smokecraft made 3 inaccuracies and 2 mistakes, while I made 3 inaccuracies and 2 mistakes and only 1 blunder. If I had made that blunder, it would have been a tie game. Don't look at this box. It's pretty useless. GG. So what did we learn from this game? What did I learn? Hopefully I know a little bit better how to play the French defense, Rubinstein variation, Blackburn defense, because I'll be playing it again. I need to learn how to play against Castle's queenside. And the computer actually isn't giving me that great of advice about it. We come back here to the actual chess game. It says h6 isn't so good, recommends capture. But that's not going to happen next game. Next game, white's not going to let me capture. Queen c5. I don't know what I learned, except I can get checkmated pretty easily. Let's go play another game. Hopefully I can play smarter instead of harder. Smokecraft actually is in the chat here, and he's saying Castle's queenside was a mistake. I got confused. You're not the only one, Smokecraft. I got confused too, so it's even. Don't even worry. Don't even worry. If you're just tuning in and wondering where the ChessWhiz TV shirt went, so am I. I can't find it, so we're going to wear this interesting unicycle hockey shirt instead. It's just as good. We've got a game seek out there. We're waiting for someone to play Chess Whiz. Interesting thing about unicycle hockey. Are you ready for the most interesting thing about unicycle hockey? It is that I play unicycle hockey. That's pretty interesting. And I'm not dead yet, although I have gotten hurt playing unicycle hockey. If you can imagine that, it's quite a shocking revelation that one can get hurt in that manner. I'll go. Oh, this is interesting indeed. Guess I'll just pretend like it's a French defense even though it's not. You can't play e4 now, so it's not a French defense. Well, he's not taking very much center, is he? I mean, white will usually at least play c4. What is this? He probably wants to do this thing right here. Ah, where's my square? He probably wants to make this shape no matter what I do. He's probably just ignored my moves and just said, well, I want d4, e3, bishop, f4, and then you can just do whatever you want. I'll fianchetto, because obviously the bishop's not going anywhere in front of those pawns. Why not just download Stockfish? That would be so cheating, Shamanix. He says I should use computer analysis during the game. Don't you think that would be cheating? What if I typed to my opponent, by the way, you're playing against level 8 Stockfish. Hope you're okay with that. This doesn't sit right with me. It will suggest moves that way, and the evaluation will be more accurate. True, and I'll get banned from live chess, and we'll have to cast on chess.com or chessclub.com, which is the internet chess club. I'll have to do one of those things if I computer analyze over here, because Thibaut's not going to show me any mercy. If I say, Thibaut, look, I was on stream while I cheated, he'll be like, that's evidence that you are a criminal. Goodbye. So I'd better not do such a thing. If I am going to cheat, I'd better cheat without the stream running at the same time. That would rather incriminate me, because then I could just say, I was confused. I just got really lucky and played exactly like Stockfish level 8 the entire game. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. E5 or C5? This is an interesting question. I'm faced with this a lot because I always do this to myself. Should I push E5 and lose a pawn for nothing, or push C5 and get nothing done? Shamanix says he's not recommending I cheat. I know what you're really doing, Shamanix. You're making me mispronounce your name. It's Shamanix. Nice try. What about knight e4, tax the queen, and then just take that bishop? Then it will never be a problem again. After it's captured, I hear that captured pieces don't affect the game. So I'm really eager to test that theory. Rook e8 is also a possibility, supporting e5. He's a little bit behind in development. He's a lot behind in development. Yeah, he says it's Shamanix. Yeah, you're Shamanix. It's because a shaman, we've been over that. I'm not telling you what a shaman is. Well, I didn't get that bishop. Should I play c6 now, or should I just let it go? I'm kind of interested in just cracking the center some more. The correct spot for my pawn is right here. And then I would actually be, but then my rook should go on f8 and e8, and I've already messed that up. So why not just open the queen side a little bit? The theory is, his king is in the center, he's never moved it. Well, and his knights and bishops over here, knight and bishop over here, they haven't even moved. He's behind in development, which is odd because he's white. So I want to open the center quickly. That's my theory. In reality, we're going to go computer analysis and find a lot of dubious marks on my moves. But that hasn't happened yet, so let's just try to open the center and take advantage of the fact that he hasn't moved anything yet. So now I'm allowed to play e4. Doesn't mean it's a good move, but I'm so allowed. e4, bishop e2, take, knight takes, queen e7. Or e4, bishop takes d6, pawn takes pawn, check, and then I get another pawn. Oh, I'm out of time. I guess I'll just push e4. e4 is shouldn't be played. Just for the record, it's not good. The reason is my center before e4 was pretty nice. And after e4, it's not that sturdy. It has some fragilenesses. So I'm having to play fast now because I'm out of time, which is too bad because I won't play as well when I play faster. But this is worth. I'll double my pawns. I don't mind that. There's new sounds on livechess.org today. Let me turn that up. I'm going to turn that way up. Okay. See if we can hear that now. Not much can be done in this position. I need to re-maneuver my pieces. That's a word, re-maneuver. I'm re-maneuvering, guys. Hold on. Oh, you attacked me. Guess I'll pull my bishop back and offer a trade. Even though that's his bad bishop. Oh, you don't want those pawns? Ha! Here? Endgames are so hard for me. Here, I guess. Oh, maybe I should have played e3 and then knight e4. There's a volume control in the corner? Oh, there's a new volume control, guys. I can't show you right now because I'm trying to win. But I got a rook for free. Well, not for free. I got a rook for a knight. So now I am going to win. Whew. Computer analysis is going to show that this game was horrible. However, it makes me feel better. You know, it's nothing like playing bad players to make you feel good. It's really, really a strong technique. I can take this and the knight has to move. I feel really good. Now that I'm playing someone bad. Yeah, he's in big trouble. Big trouble. He takes with knight, then I pin it. He takes with rook, then I take knight. So he can't take with either, except by losing his knight, which he did. It's true I only have 10 seconds, but I get 3 seconds every move. As you can see here, 3 plus 3. The plus 3 means 3 seconds every move. So I'm getting plenty of time. Just move around. I can't lose. I cannot lose. And I don't mean by that, I mean like if I lose, I'm going to kill myself. I actually mean it's impossible for me to lose. Like the physical protons and neurons, and actually neurons are not like protons. However, them physical parts will prevent me from losing. The universe is configured in such a manner that I cannot lose. So I'm not too concerned. Guess I'll take this pawn. That'll shut him down. Oh, you should have taken... Oops! Good thing I have an extra rook so that I can just throw that rook away and still win. It's a good thing, isn't it? I don't know why he's playing on. He's trying to get himself stalemated. But he won't be stalemated. Instead, he will be down 3 pawns, which could easily become 3 queens. That's a pretty cool pre-move right there. If he promotes, I take it instantly. And if he doesn't promote, nothing happens. Oh, he resigns? What? What? Why would you resign? Hold on, I gotta replay and analyze. Hold on. Comp anal. Okay, that didn't look as good as I expected. It's apparently you shouldn't type computer analysis in shorthand. It can have other meanings. Okay, let's see. I'm reading the chat here. A very important chat. It says 2 seconds is really insufficient. It should be updated to 2.5 seconds now. I don't know what he's talking about. You know, at least 10 seconds per move for anything decent. Good point. I need to lengthen the amount of time because I'm getting into time trouble really fast. You could have grabbed some space with e4. I'm sure the computer will show me where that was. He also could close the position and play a strategic idea. Do you guys think I could come up with a strategic idea? All I know how to do is watch the amount of time my opponent has and move it to 0. That's all I know how to do. So you're overestimating my ability to say that I could play a strategic idea. Oh, and here's the idea: good knight versus bad bishop. At least you told me. You told me the idea. There's a volume icon, that net c4, whatever that means. Those are 10 chess per seconds there, guys. 1 chess per second is about 8 regular seconds. You understand me, Admirak. Now you know my skills. Trying to win, emphasis on trying. Oh, that's real nice. Heh, he could. Okay, heh, he could. He could. That's word of the day right there. 2 words of the day. I'm really glad you typed he could, because now I know just what you mean. I have no idea what you mean. Just going to drink this water. It's taking a long time for the computer to analyze this position, because it's the starting position. I know, analyze this game because it was a long game in terms of number of moves. Let me see how many number of moves it was. Wow, it was 800 moves. Huh. Some good water. Analysis in progress. Let me show you the spinner. Yep, there it is spinning. Round and round. Oh, it's pretty close. You can see king moves. It's almost done. You can see just king moves and pawn moves and some rook moves. Yep. Okay, I want to see, what I want to learn from this game is, was e4 a mistake? because I had pawns on e5 and d6, and it was a pretty sturdy center, and he wasn't developed on the king side. So I pushed e4, which really, really separated my center. But my idea was to open it up before he castled, before he got safe. And the computer's going to tell me, was that a good idea? We'll find out. d4, e6, Horowitz defense. General. Oh, that's really nice of it to look at this. It actually calls me a general. Thank you. I am a general. I'm leading my army here. Appreciate that. Okay, so computer doesn't complain about these moves because they're normal opening moves. However, now it's out of book, so it is ready to complain, and it says rook c1, knight f3 is better. I agree, actually. The reason that that I started thinking about opening up the center here is because none of this stuff had moved. He was so late in castling, and rook c1 made him later. If he had only played knight f3, he'd be 2 moves away from castling instead of even more. Rook e8, it likes that. f3, e5. d5. Okay, so it says c6 wasn't very good. I wanted to open up the center, but look at the alternative that it recommends. The sounds don't match. The sounds don't match? He says the sounds don't match. It recommends e4 now. Wouldn't white play f4? Wouldn't white push his pawn here? There? That would be weird pawns. I love that knight c5 square. That's such a good square on c5. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bishop takes pawn, and then the pawn doesn't recapture? Why not, computer? Why doesn't the pawn recapture? Does that make any sense to you guys? I'm going to have to let someone in chat tell me why he wouldn't just capture that bishop. Let's go back to the game. c6, e4 takes, e takes d5 mistake, and e4 was not a mistake. The computer will not put an exclamation mark on your move, even if it's the world's most brilliant move. It's just like, well, that was a chess move. Very discouraging. f4 inaccuracy, knight h5 inaccuracy. Should have brought in more pieces. So maybe I was on the right track to open up the center quickly. Here it says I'm ahead 1.5 pawns, even though the actual material on the board is even. So what's this b5 here? That's an interesting idea. Why would I play b5? b5, castles, and queen b6. Oh, it's to get the queen to b6. Really? Let's go back. b5 with the plan of queen b6. Let's go back one move. b5 with the plan of queen b6. Makes it really hard for him to castle. Maybe that's the idea. His king is scared in the center. Trade. Boring. Now, my advantage is gone. Also, queen f6 is not good because my advantage. My advantage. 1.5 pawns here, nothing here. So I just gave up my entire advantage. Going too fast. It recommends e3 here. Just like I said, oh, maybe I should have played e3 and knight e4. Oh, this is so blunderful. Why should I even look? Yeah, he shouldn't have let his pawns do that. Why should I even look at this game? What about here? I don't see why he wouldn't move his rook, guys. And this is another mystery for me. I mean, the computer says the king here was a mistake. He could have moved there. But either way, I take his rook. I guess it's the c4 pawn he's worried about. My endgame skills are so inferior. At least I can use long words. It's like, well, at least I'm horrible at chess, but I can use words like inferior. If I worked for the president, I would be inferior of the interior. I have no idea what that means. Okay, longer. Plus 10 seconds. And 4. Okay, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn. This game, I'm gonna become so smart from this one chess game that I don't even know what's gonna happen because I'm not smart yet. But when it happens, then I'll tell you what just happened at that time. Hey, Skrillex, how do you pronounce that? Eh? He says, hey guys, and then he's like, dude, what's up? With that face. X-ray, X-ray, that's what it is. X-ray LX, which is deluxe mode. LX, that's short for deluxe. So he's the deluxe X-ray. He probably looks through his opponent and he's like, wow, I can see your lungs. You can't see lungs very well in an X-ray. And so I'll checkmate you. Back then, he could not take the bishop because there was knight takes d5, forking the queen and pawn. Ooh. Do you remember that? He could not take the bishop. There was knight takes d5. Do you remember that, guys? He could not take the bishop because there was knight takes d5. Do you remember that? Yes, I remember that. Zralix. He says it's Zralix. No, he doesn't. Adnarak does, and I don't believe Adnarak. Let's duplicate this tab. That's the best browser feature ever, because now I can come back in here while offering a game. See, go over here. See how it says play chess was there? No one wants to play because it's 4 plus 10. I don't blame them. So he's talking about right in here. Was it in here, all of these lines? Nope, before that. I want to look at this now I'm all... Oh, there's so many bad moves, I'm never going to find it. I'm never going to find it. And now an opponent has come. No. Well, I do remember when I asked Bishop, I was like, well, guys, look, Bishop, if Bishop takes this pawn, why doesn't he take back? The reason is knight takes d5, forking the something. That's what it was, so now we know. Great, I'm so glad I'm smarter. Oh no! Shamanix himself, who's like, why don't you just use a computer? I mean, Shamanix. Why don't you use a computer to crush your opponents? And then he's like, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? He's got such good ideas. This guy's gonna crush me. Knight c3 will throw him out. Throw him out. Uh-oh. Yeah, I remember. Okay, so bishop e5. This opening is gonna throw him off guard. He won't know what to do. He says it's in move 12. Thank you, Shaman. Okay, so I'll never guess who you are. Xralix, and there's a picture of you. Can I just look at this picture? I actually don't recognize you, X-Ray LX. I looked closely. This is not an open Sicilian, Gion. I can't pronounce anyone's name. This is a closed Sicilian. So don't call it an open Sicilian. It's not. It's closed and it's staying closed because I'm playing queen e1. Don't tell the shaman, but I'm playing queen e1 in order to attack him after I move my king. It's not before I move my king. I move my king first. If you're wondering if I'm going to move my king, I am going to move my king. And then I'm going to play queen e1. It's going to be good. So if you're wondering why this episode's really boring, like nothing happens except slow chess, that's because this is my episode. This is Chess Wiz's Chess Wiz TV episode. I'm trying to improve at chess here, guys. My ratings are going down, all of them. It's like my King of the Hill down, my Blitz down. Actually, my Blitz doesn't move because I never play Blitz, but my Bullet down because of you guys. I go online and then I just talk while I play, and the quality is so bad. For example, right now, queen a5 check is going to attack my knight. Oh, thank you. He could have moved here a little bit further, which would check me and hit my knight. So I would have to push c3, which opens up a discovered defense. But when I play c3, then I don't get to crush his center like I want. I don't want to push c3. I don't like my pawns when I push c3. I'd rather push b3, which locks him in on this square, and then bishop a3, which hits c5. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. So anyway, this is Chess Wiz's episode. I'm trying to improve at chess. It's not going very well. As you can see, my rating over here, 1659. That might as well be 100. But this is my Blitz rating. It's the rating. Oh, this is my standard rating. 410 is standard. Oh, this is my first standard game in a long time, guys. Look at this graph. Look at this 1 year graph. 1 year of Chess Wiz's ratings. Do you see any of the ratings unusual on here? Well, this one just started because it's all these weird variants. But any of the ratings that look unlike the other ratings, maybe the hot pink one, that's my standard rating. So I can't wait to crank that thing up with this game. Okay, I'm really liking b3, bishop a3. This pawn can't move, and it's really hard to defend. I can't wait. I got a question in chat, but I'm not sure what's more difficult. Pronouncing the name of the opponent, of the person who asked the question, or actually answering the question. And I think it's the name part. Oh, what about this? Did you use Stockfish on this move, Shaman? Because I can just take that pawn now that you've blocked communications with that huge horse. Now your bishop can't see the pawn. Does that concern you? I think it should concern you because I'll attack your bishop, and when it moves, it'll be my turn by my calculations. I think it'll be my turn after you move your bishop. So you shouldn't have done that. Interesting. So his name is, he asked, what's your best opening? And his name is Varhudge Dolage Pitawak. Okay, Varhudge Dolage Pitawak. My best opening is the French defense. I think I should take that bishop. I really do. Because I'm ahead of pawn, so I should trade. Also, that bishop's kind of cool, but when it's off the board, it's a lot less cool. Also, my knight's under attack. It makes me my turn again. If I move my knight, it's his turn by my calculations. But if I take that bishop, he recaptures. It's my turn. I like it when it's my turn. So I'll take it. Now, knight e5, bishop e2, queen e1, queen e2. Not both of those in sequence. I mean one or the other. I'm not actually thinking about playing them both. Or knight takes d4 after queen b6 pinning, bishop e3 unpinning, and I can always play knight f5 discover attack. I like it. Any reason not to take this pawn? If you don't want me to take the pawn, speak now or forever hold your pieces. Get it? It's a chess joke. Well, I'm reading chat here, and it says, well, I noticed that Varhudge Dolage Pitawak has stopped talking. What a surprise. Probably kicked him off stream with that pronunciation. Stickers recommends knight takes pawn. That's exactly what I did. Thank you for the kibitz. Well, by my estimation, this couldn't be going better. I blocked this thing, and now I'm threatening knight f5. Discovered attack on the queen, threatening a trade of knights. That would be a very bad trade of knights for me because my knight is so epic, and his knight is not named after a giant piece of software that costs too much. His knight is not epic. So, well, I would trade because I'm ahead 2 pawns, but I wouldn't trade because I don't need to trade, and now my knight can move anywhere with discovered attack. So I'm pretty much just winning. You can resign now, Shaman X, if you would like to. I don't mind too much because I think I have quite a win. Quite a win. It's like 100% 1-0 right now. Let me see who's watching. I'm punching the button that shows me everybody who's watching. It's A960 Supremacy, Admirak, Almoon, Case Money, Gaikonian As, HP 20007, Holy Mullet. Holy Mullet! That's a good name. 17. He probably put the 17 on there because he's 17 years old. Wow, you are a young man. Holy Mullet. That's pretty much usable in any sentence, you know. Should I play D4? Holy Mullet! Wow. You've got a great name. But you should change the spelling. You should do H-O-L-E-Y, so it's like, wow, is your mullet like Swiss cheese? I don't know if I like that. That'd be pretty good. Kaizes is also watching. Modern Nerd, Mr. Pants SC2. Mr. Pants SC2, I'm so glad you tuned in. Thank you so much, Mr. Pants. Shout out to Mr. Pants. Actually, I'm shouting out because it's SC2, which stands for StarCraft 2. What race do you play, Mr. Pants? Let me guess, Terran, because the other races don't wear pants. Okay, let's keep reading. Obertoby, that's a good name, is watching. Pirowix. Why do people pick these names? I have to say that if parents named their kids the way people pick their own screen names, no one would be able to talk to each other. They'd be like, hey, Pirowix, come over here for a minute. And then no one would respond because no one would know who he meant because you can't pronounce screen names. Is this Chess Whiz or is this Cheese Whiz? You know what? I got a message the other day in my private message. You know who it was from? It was from Cheese Whiz. Look at this. Live, Chess Whiz TV, episode 58, computer analysis, livechess.org. Look at this. Let me get my zoomer out here. Cheese Whiz started following Chess Whiz. Get out of here, Cheese Whiz. You're not the real cheese. He better not be watching right now. He named himself that so that he could annoy me, and it's working pretty well. Ragritz is watching, although I think it's Ragritz. It's pretty good. Railbird 80, glad to have you. Then we've got Sagebot. Sagebot? Saj? S-A-J? I mean, no one uses these names, at least not here in my country. I suppose S-A-J would be a great name. If you're in India, that's probably a good name for India. So never mind. It's hard to insult the Indians. It's a good name. Keep it up. Keep up the good naming your kid Saj. I think you're doing well. Just to fit my queen, I guess. Is there any real risk? No, no real risk, only fake risk. Then Shamanix is watching, we know that. Stickers.cc, hi Dad. Varhuj Dohij Pitawalk is still watching the stream. I am shocked. Then we've got Vasim, who is usually watching but is very quiet. So he doesn't say much in chat, except when he does, he usually uses faces. He's like, hi, and then one of those gangsta faces on Twitch, because you can just use whatever emoticon you want. He tends to have about 50% words, 50% symbols, because you can just express yourself with emoticons. You don't actually have to use words in order to communicate. And then X-Ray Lax, he's getting down there in the bottom because his name starts with X. And then Zwitch is in last place. His name starts with Z. Congratulations, Zwitch, making the end of the list. So that's all the viewers right now. And those are just the viewers signed in. Those are just the viewers I'm really tempted to push just because it really annoys him. Signed in to Twitch. There's also viewers who are anonymous on Twitch because they came from lytest.org and they just clicked episode 58. What's that? It sounds like an interesting thing. And so they don't have a Twitch account, so they don't show up in that list. Those are all the people with Twitch accounts. Did I say that? Let me say it one more time. So those people are just the people with Twitch accounts. So there's way more viewers, like hundreds of anonymous viewers. I'm only joking. There's like 2 anonymous viewers. But that's more than 0. So I don't think we're really making a good use of our time here. Spacebot says I didn't mention him. Sorry, Spacebot, my list doesn't update very often. So the problem here, I have 6 pawns and you have 5. I'm winning. And your king is in the center. I think I'll just checkmate it. The problem, Spacebot, is that my list never refreshes. So you have to tune in before the episode starts if you want to be mentioned. Now, let me show you. Viewer list. Moderators, ChessWiz, I love it. I would start my own online chess channel just so I could be a moderator. It makes me feel so powerful. Oh, there's Spacebot. It did update. Hi, Spacebot. Sorry, I skipped you. And there's everybody else as well. Purple heart from Spacebot. Thank you. I don't think the heart should be purple in Twitch, really. Because it gets me confused. Sometimes I think the president gave me a purple heart, and it turns out it was just some Twitch viewer. SageBot says he's not Indian. Well, then maybe it's not pronounced Sage. Maybe Saj. That'd be good. It's probably Iranian then. I think that Varhuj dude is Russian. Oh, he says they're actual words. Wow. I'm so ignorant. Please forgive me for my ignorance. That's what you call people who are ignorant. They have a lot of ignorance. Oh. SageBot explains his name. S-A-J-B-O-T-T. It's his name spelled in reverse. His name is actually Chatabjas. Oh, now I understand. Your opponent proposes a take back. I accept your proposition. If it had said your opponent proposes to get married, I would click decline. But there's more than one kind of proposition in the world, so I guess I'll just take the take back offer. And he probably wants another take back. This is so dumb, Thibaut. You just have to keep clicking take back till you... Oh, what? You just want one take back? Well, then I'm taking your pawn again. Your queen is hit. Oh, yeah? Ace is hit. You think this is going to work for you? He wants me to take back. See if I can checkmate her now that my queen is gone. There's a reason my standard rating is so low. It's because I'm so bad at standard. However, I don't think the trouble is over for the player of the black pieces. He had to give up his queen. This was very interesting. If king back, then f7 #, which stands for checkmate. And king can't go this way. King can't move over, or knight moves with a discovered check. And if he takes the pawn, I can pin his queen, which is what he should have done probably, because then he would get a rook for the queen. And this way, he only got a knight for the queen. So now let's reassess our chess, since we lost our queen and then won his queen. 2 rooks against 2 rooks, and he's got a bishop. But I've got 5 pawns, and he's got 4. So I'm losing badly. Huh. Well, losing badly is not a good conclusion to come to, but I guess I'd rather know the truth than blindly think that I might be winning. Okay. Shaman thinks he's so good. Look at that move. Look at that move. That tactic is called removing the defender. For a good reason. The reason is that it removes the defender. My pawn was important, and now it's gone. So I can't take the rook or I lose my rook, which is a trade. But hey, I lost my pawn. So good trick, Shaman. You've used 2 tricks on me. One is to offer a take back and then take my queen. The other is removing the defender. I don't know what to do now. I think you might have the win. I think you might have me. But I'm not giving up yet. You want to know why? So do I. Oh, good idea there. Good idea there. Someone recommended in chat, this was Daminiform, which I think is also Trout, who was pretty fun last episode. He says, instead of doing this, which was bad, I should have done this with check. And then after the king takes back, then I can take this rook. See, I would have gotten a pawn back. But I didn't do that. I did this bad move instead. Circle the whole thing in yellow. Ta-da! I love it. So am I winning now? Something tells me I'm not winning yet. I love my new drawing tools. If only I could just remove the opponent's pieces with them. Be like, oh, do you think your rook is there? I only see a weird cylindrical shape. I don't think that's a rook. You can't move anything from that square. I think that square is empty. Is yellow playing in this game? I think that's a yellow rook. That would be so nice. If only it worked. Okay. Rook d1, then he takes my pawn with check, and then wins my rook. Oh. Great question. I thought someone would ask. But it's not just anyone. This is X-Ray Deluxe who asks me, what program is that? You're supposed to say, what is that program? The answer is Zoom It, which is poorly named because I'm not zooming with it. But that's what it's called. And it allows me to draw on the screen. It's pretty fun. It's very fun. Zoom It, Z-O-O-M-I-T, by Sys Internals, and I'm totally doomed. This is so sad. Maybe B4 will save me. I'm sorry, Damoniform, but you used bad language in chat, so you've been banned for 600 seconds. There's certain things not permitted on ChessWhiz TV, and that's one of them. And if you come back and say it again, then you'll get a permaban, which I have dealt out in the past. I'm not afraid to use it. I have a permaban hammer. So this position isn't getting any better, guys. It's actually staying about the same, which is horrible. So I will click the white flag, I think. Actually, this handshake one looks good. I'll click that one. See what Shaman thinks about that one. Whoops, I canceled it. Oh no, I think he canceled it. Are you sure? I beg you to reconsider in the strongest possible manner. Yes. See, I don't have to use the strongest possible words. I only have to say that these are the strongest possible words, and then by definition they are. It's a lot better than just, you have to stretch your vocabulary to say something important, or you can just say, this is important, and then it is. I think rook d1 checkmate would be a good move for him. Oh, he made a good move. Oh. Oh. Okay, what did we learn from that? Let's replay and analyze. That game was so horrible. I can't believe I wasted 20 minutes of your life with that game. It was really bad. He just lost some pawns. I mean, 97, so bad, losing the c pawn. Then he quickly lost the d4 pawn as well. So bad. And then I just hung my queen. He gave me a take back, and I was like, I don't see my queen is missing. I don't see that my queen is hit. So I'll let you hit it. And he hit my queen, and soon after that, I was checkmated. Well, I don't even know if we should get the computer analysis on this game. Ragrits, you get a timeout too. Don't worry, it's not a permaban. Did you see what I saw up there? Did you see that? Who said cheese? Cheese Whiz is haunting me. He's oh, what? Look at this. Cheese Whiz jumps in the game and he says cheese. This is, I hope that I can outlive Cheese Whiz. That's my goal. I'm in my 20s, so I'm hoping that Cheese Whiz is like in his 50s, so that he just dies of old age, and then I can enjoy life without him. Oh, I can't play e4? Okay, I guess we'll go over this game. It doesn't like knight a4. Weird, that was my favorite move because I was going to hit c5 so well, which worked. So it says back here, and still b3. Oh, and a4, interesting. So just lock up the queen side is what the computer recommends. And then it stops analyzing. But I can focus on the king side. See, this is very difficult for black to defend because I have a queen. Let me just show you. I have a queen, and I have a rook, and I have a knight, and a bishop, all kind of pointing in this direction, kind of going up toward his king. And he only has a few pieces kind of helping. So this is hard for black to defend. Even though material is even, I've got a pretty good attack. I've got more space on the board thanks to these pawns. It looks like do not enter pawns, but they're actually just pawns. So I like that. Knight a4, not as good. Queen c7, he should have played queen a5 check, which is why knight a4 was bad, because I'm forced to play c3, and like I was saying, it's not very good. Look at what happens to me. Oh, it's even worse than I thought. Wow, this is all forced, guys. Look at these tactics. Look at these tactics. Are you ready? Queen a5 check. I have to block with pawn in order to let the queen guard my knight. Then he attacks my knight. It is completely trapped. It can't come back because the pawn's in the way. It can't go forward because his pawns will stop me. So my only way to protect the knight is with b3. Then he just takes it. I need to take back to keep a piece and check, forking off my rook. I have to block with bishop to open up discovered defense, and then I lose another pawn. This is a forced line, so that's why knight a4 is not good. I should have thought about queen here check before I played knight a4. So queen c7, horrible mistake, Shaman. You should have destroyed me. And then knight e7, mistake because you hung that pawn. Mistake because you just let me trade. I got 2 pawns. It says white's ahead. It says here white's ahead 5. What I should have played was queen h5 check. Oh, that would have been so good. Look at this. Check. Why is that so good? I mean, it's just check. He just plays g6. Let's see what happens. g6 and then back. Oh, well, I'm super winning, so I guess that's why. I'm just way ahead. c5. Oh, guys, we got to stop. Hold on. Look at this right here. Challenge. Oh, hide the logo. No, not that logo. Hide this logo. Challenge to a game. 2 minutes per side, 0 seconds per move, standard casual from the cheese. I'm going to destroy this cheese. We only have 5 more minutes in the cast till the top of the hour, but I have to teach this cheese who's the real cheese whiz, which is him. And GM, a grandmaster, wants to play me. I'm sorry, I have to destroy cheese whiz, and then we're going off air. This is the last game, guys, and then we're going to go off air, unfortunately, because we're out of time. But, and I don't mean your but. I just mean but. But we're playing a simultaneous exhibition next episode, which is Saturday in 2 days at 3 p.m. GMT, which is right now an hour ago. If you join the ChessWhiz TV team on livechess.org, which is, you all know about it because you always watch ChessWhiz TV, then you can play in it. And I recommend you do because it's going to be a lot of fun. This ChessWhiz versus Cheese Whiz is going to be interesting. I'm hoping Cheese Whiz just loses right now. It would be really embarrassing to lose to Cheese Whiz. Pulling back here. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're doing nothing. A5. H5, I mean. This move was taught to me by... I don't know who taught me that move. Should I castle kingside or queenside? Or neither? Or both? I don't know. Probably queenside. I don't know. What you want to do? I'm wondering who Cheese Whiz is. So for a long time, I've been Chess Whiz for about 15 years. Okay, I'll go this way. 15 years of being Chess Whiz on the internet. And about half the time I was called Cheese Whiz, because if you don't look closely, you'll actually think it says Cheese Whiz. So when I play online games, it's like cheese, defend cheese, or go guard cheese, or cheese died. When I'm playing online, they just call me Cheese. If I'm playing some first-person shooter, which I never play because those games are so gory, or if I'm playing Subspace Continuum, which no one knows about. But if you do, then shout out to Subspace Continuum. It's a really old game that's better than it deserves. Then they just say, like, to Cheese, defend the base. Cheese is helping, blah, blah, blah. Team games online are great if they think you're actually Cheese. But now, this is the first time someone has actually impersonated me in this manner. I guess it's just the cost of being rich and famous, or famous, just famous, I guess, is someone's going to make themselves Cheese Whiz. I might have to buy this guy's account. I have to be like, Mr. Cheese Whiz, I noticed you created this account, but I need that account now. So then I could just offer him a whole lot of money and say, if you'll give me that account, then I will not pay you this money. because I won't, so nice try. I got the open file. So winning. I'm winning, Cheese Whiz. You should just give up right now. Do it. Give up. You're toast. You are actually cooked bread. I know you are. 37 seconds. Gotta be quick. Gotta be quick. I hope he reveals his identity. It'd be such a bummer if I just go through my whole life wondering who he was. He thinks he's so clever. Because he is. This is quite the chess position. Time's running out. Not doing anything. Oh, yes, I'm doing something now. Taking a free knight. That helped a lot. Thank you, Cheese Whiz. You blundered. You're pretty good, though. So this rules out a lot of people. Most of the universe is not this good at chess. So I've got to think this narrows it down to someone who's really good at chess, although not as good as me. There's a few people on the planet like that, so it's probably one of those people who's impersonating me here. Got to figure it out. Oh, you're going to run out of time, too. That was a cool move. You're in trouble. I took it. Out of time, Cheese Whiz. Out of time. Okay, so I've narrowed it down. I think that Cheese Whiz, oh, capital G's, he gave it away. Hi, Dad. I think it's my dad. I have no idea for sure, but look at those capital G's. Who would do that? He's got to be at least 100 years old. Okay, not that. He's got to be pretty old because all the cool kids use small G's for good game. Nobody would do this. So that's my guess. Also, look at this capital H right here. No one goes Shift H, hello. Nobody does it, except I do know one person on the planet who might do that. I could be wrong. He might be impersonating my dad and me at the same time. That would be the first person anyone did that. But the play was kind of similar too, so that's my best guess at this point. Well, let me show you how to join the simultaneous exhibition. I know you want to play GM Patchel, but I've got to go. You click Teams up here. You click all teams if you're not already part of ChessWhiz TV, and you type TV in the search box, and then you join ChessWhiz TV. Inside here are the secret ChessWhiz TV forums in here, and this episode 59 simultime is in 2 days. Episode 59 is coming up, so that's a simultaneous exhibition. Like I said 4 times, which means I'll play everybody at once. So everyone who's posted in here actually gets to play chess with me at the same time next episode. So if you want to play me, join, and if you want to watch me play a whole bunch of people, then you can just tune in and watch. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So that's all. Oh, one more thing. Fun Day Monday's coming up, the episode after that, and the challenge is to invent your own opening. So if you want to get famouser and be on ChessWhiz TV, well, your game could be on ChessWhiz TV, and here's how. Invent your own opening and send it in by private message to me, not to Cheese Whiz, to me, ChessWhiz. And that might make it on air next week. No guarantees, but if it's a great opening. And you should throw in the name of the opening too. You should be like, wow, this is reverse Alekin's attack defense. That'd be pretty cool. So throw that in there as well. Might make it on air. We're going to see some creative openings. It's going to be kind of fun. So that's everything there is to say. The only things left to say are things that shouldn't be said, so we won't be saying them. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching.